Hello everyone, myself Chetna Bhaliya. Today I'm going to present a carnival and the politics of desire, global and the contemporary dimensions of freedom and resistance in Aphra Behn The Rover. So this is my academic information as well as presentation information, table of contents, and the research question is, how does the carnivalesque structure in the Aphra Behn The Rover functions not as a mere background but as a critical space for the strategic negotiations of female desire and power? And to what extent does this mechanism predict the enduring political utility of global contemporary carnival traditions? Hypothesis: the carnivalesque structure in Alpha Benz the Rover function as a critical politically enacted mechanism, a performative contract that allows marginalized female characters to strategically leverage desire and anonymity for negotiated autonomy. This mechanism of covert individualized resistance establishes an enduring global generology of performance, directly preceding and informing the overt collective assertions of identity and political critics visible in contemporary carnival tradition. Introduction. The play and the setting. First, we have to discuss the setting of play. Aphra Behn's The Rover, which is published in 1677, the Restoration comedy stages a complex negotiation of desire and power against the backdrop of the Naples Carnival. The play was written during a period of the political tensions in England, parallelly the chaos of the carnival setting. The core conflict. The play interrogates gender, social names, and the patriarchal control, using the festival as a licensed space for transgression, where social roles are temporarily blurred. Objective. They explored the carnival as a dialective site of the freedom and constant, linking Ben's critique of restoration patriarchy to the enduring politics of global contemporary carnivalesque resistance. Carnival, the dialective of license. So, the Bhaktim's framework, carnival is a temporary zone of inversions and subversion characterized by the humor, bodily access, and the suspicions of hierarchy, forming a second life. It means that second life it is a freedom to outside the official realm. The critical refinement. This is not a true freedom, but the licensed safety valve, a controlled space where transgression is momentarily permitted, but often content by the inevitable return to order. Key analytical focus: how characters leverages this temporary license to enact permanent social changes, transforming momentary chaos into the tangible gain. Applications to Ben's. A carnival provides a performative contract allowing marginalized characters, especially women like the Helena and Angelica, to execute tragic maneuvers otherwise impossible under strict social surveillance. Carnival in the role, the strategic setting. Anonymity as an agency. The Naples Carnival provide public anonymity through masks, directly empowering female characters to move without reputational consequences. Characters' mobility. Helena challenges her fate as a nun by actively seeking a husband. Florinda evade her unwanted arranged marriage by taking to the street. Their physical movement is directly enabled by the chaos of streets. The paradox. Carnival is simultaneously a site of the liberations and the extreme danger, like the constant threat of rape and assaults for the women, underscoring the limits of the female and autonomy even in the supposed free zone. The politics of desire, leveraging power. Desire is not merely romantic, but a fluid currency inseparable from the social and the political hierarchies that detects access to power and marriage. Female leverages. Helena and Angelica strategically leverages that disability one for a desired marital contract, the other for the personal and economic power, turning themselves from a passive object of the male gaze into the active agents. Male privilege. His libertinism exposes the unregulated privileges of the patriarchal desire, providing a constant threat that frames the women's actions as high task, risk, lacking legal protection. The festival transformed desire into the critical politically anchored performance that the challenges genders and assumptions. How the patriarchy, how the politics add in that manner. Masquerades as the counter-hegemonic tool. Mask as a political instrument. Masquerade grants temporary intersectional immunity, allowing women to operate outside rigid gender and the class roles without the fear of being recognized and judged. Gender inversions. By moving freely and choosing partners, women temporarily invert the traditional gaze and innovative roles, momentarily controlling the terms of courtship. Performative subversion. The blurring of public private sphere exposes the hypocrisy of the social norms, functioning as the direct critic of restoration morality. Freedom and its limit, the negotiation. The inevitable returns. Carnival freedom is a structurally temporary social hierarchies, much resorts themselves, and the fun must end. The real victory. Ben's critic lies in the negotiated outcome. While the system returns, the women have used the interregnum to secure better terms. Helena marries Wilmore and Florinda marries Belleville. Ben critiques illusionary freedom, emphasizing that the true political act is strategic negotiations of term within the oppressive structure. Spectacles and the political economy of desire. Visual critics like the costumes, public displays, and the festival environment highlight the complex relationship between power, social class, and the desire as visible commodities. Bianca's role. Her high visibility as a curtain, it is a spectacles of the commodifications. She has effectively prized her desire, revealing how even resistance can be capitalized upon. Agency through visibility. Characters exploit carnival visibility to control the social gaze and they negotiated their autonomy publicly, making a spectacles out of their choices. Spectacles is both pleasure and the site of the class and economic commentary, exposing the market forces behind the social relationship. Global Carnival first. The generology of resistance, the shift covert to overt. Trinidad Carnival exemplifies the evolutions of the Carnivalesque from the covert, anonymous resistance of Nepal to overt, collective assertions of the cultural identity. It is the annual Trinidad Carnival which suggests that the identity and the freedom against the authority. Historical and context. Born out of the emancipations and the resistance to colonial power, Trinidad Carnival is an active assertion against control. Connection to Ben. Both context shows freedom as actively constructed and the performed, demonstrating the carnival structure's lasting utility for the marginalized across different centuries and the geographies. Global Carnival second, enduring utility. Europe. Traditional European carnivals like the Venice continues to meditate class and historical memory, keeping alternative histories. So carnival has many types. Someone is the freedom, someone is the keeping the historical memories, and someone is the resistance or rebellions. Latin and America. Carnival functions as the critical platform for the social commentary and the negotiations of political identity, often provide a space for the injurious or marginalized group to assert visibility. And gender politics and the strategic performance, like the Helena strategy, Angelica strategy, the carnival space remains a vital feminist performative space globally, allowing for the temporary yet crucial dismantling of gender expectations through the costumes and the performance. Masquerade in contemporary performance, like the modern theatre revivals of the Rover, often amplify the spectacles and audience integrations to emphasize the intersectional, post-colonial, and the feminist readings. Synthesis hired the Rover illustrate the three facts of the carnival: the dialect of license, desire at the critical agency, and the global performative contrast. And here is the conclusion that carnival traditions are cross culture, enduring expressions of identity, resistance, and the creativity transcending simple entertainment. Ben's Naples Carnival provide a foundational dramatic space for the exploring these tensions, establish a dramatic formula for critics. From Naples to Trinidad and Rio, the carnivalesque structure remains a powerful, universal social and the political tool for the negotiate the boundaries of the control, linking historical and contemporary performance. These are the references, and thank you. And questions are welcome.
Uh, so my question is, how does the carnival setting in the Rover help women like Helena and Angelica challenge patriarchal control?
The Carnival and the Rover gives women like Helena and Angelica, the through the disguise and anonymity, they can step out of the patriarchy and get whatever. Let them act, speak, and choose partner beyond the patriarchal limits. It is the freedom for them, and it is a carnival. It is a very significant, the significance festivities for the women for the freedom and discriminations.
So, Chetna, my question is, what ways does Aphra Behn use to Carnival anticipate the political and cultural power of modern global carnivals such as those in Trinidad or Rio?
Ben's Carnival anticipation modern global carnivals by showing how performance and celebrations can be expressed resistance and identity and the freedom, just like Trinidad or Rio. So thank you. This is my side.